What's up, GGs? Welcome to the Elevate program. So this is a brand new program, 6 weeks, that I'm launching, and it is aimed to elevate what you already know and what your body has been adjusting to, and we're going to elevate the intensity a little bit. So if you're up for the challenge, continue watching and stay tuned for 2 workouts a week for the next 6 weeks. Okay, let's jump right into mobility. So we're doing resistance band rotations with a lunge. You're going to grab a resistance band. If they have handles, I would put your hands in the handles and loop the resistance band around your hands to make it shorter. And as you're getting into that deep lunge, that's when you're bringing that resistance band up and over your head to stretch out your shoulders and work on that shoulder mobility. All right, deep lunge, moving that resistance band up and over your head. 10 reps. Okay, next I'd like you to grab a foam roller and you're going to put your, the size of your wrist onto the foam roller and let the foam roller move away from your body as you're pushing into it. So you're gonna roll your body into that foam roller and it should move away from your body just a little bit. We're aiming to get a very deep stretch in between our shoulders, down our back, and all around the shoulders, okay? So use the sides of your hands all the way down to your wrists and your forearms, and you're doing 5 to 8 reps. Okay, keep that foam roller, and now we're doing single arm puppy poses on the foam roller. So this is going to deepen the stretch of one side. It's going to take that stretch all the way down your side. So you'll get that single arm, your lats, and your obliques all the way down to your hips. It's going to get that entire left side, or whatever side you're starting on, a big stretch. So roll it out away from your body and then roll it back in. Keep that movement dynamic, okay? You're doing 5 to 8 each side. Okay, next up are hip circles. So get into a tabletop position, moving one leg at a time. Keep those hips nice and stable, so squeeze your core. And you're just doing a donkey kick up to the sky, or the ceiling, because I'm indoors now, and then out to a fire hydrant. So make that circle go away from your body. And you're doing 10 each side. Make sure you're pushing the limits of your hip. See how high you can take that foot in the donkey kick, and then how wide you can take that fire hydrant. This is going to get your hips nice and open. Okay, these are hip flexor resistance band pulls. So grab your resistance band with the handles. I would grab a lighter weight resistance band. Wrap it around something sturdy, and you're going to put your foot in each handle. So your toe is going to be in the handle, and you kind of have to flex your toe a little bit to keep the handle on, but lean back a little bit, and then you're bringing one foot at a time, one knee at a time, in towards your body, maybe a little bit outside your body, 45 degrees out. And you're working those hip flexors, getting them warmed up. Okay, we have straight arm pull downs with a resistance band. This movement is so good for postural correction. So if you have trouble with posture, this movement is going to get your posture right over time. So you have to be consistent with this movement. But this is really good for your posture, and it warms up the sides of your back, so your lats, and also the middle of your back, okay? So notice how my arms are straight. I want you to drive with your wrists and then bring that resistance band to the side of your hip, okay? So straight arm, pull them down, and think about where you want to feel this. So you should be feeling this in the sides of your back. So when you're pulling that resistance band down, think about that side of your back doing the work. Okay, we have standing bird dog. We've done bird dog in tabletop position, but now we're going to challenge you a little bit and stand up. So definitely hold on to something for balance. But as you're bringing one arm up, you're bringing the opposite leg up as you go into a tabletop position, okay? And that leg that's holding you on the ground, make sure your knee is bent. And actually make sure your knee is slightly bent for each leg. So arm out, opposite leg out at the same time, and bring them in towards the midline. And then scoot them back out for that bird dog. And you have 5 each side. Okay, let's get into the workout. So first exercise is step ups with bicep curls. So find something sturdy, about a foot or 2 tall. You're going to leave 1 foot planted on the top of that object, box, whatever it is. As you're stepping up, you're bringing both dumbbells up into a bicep curl. I have 10s. Challenge yourself, and if you can do 10 pounds on each side, definitely go for that. If you can't, definitely grab some lighter dumbbells. But you have 10 each side. Make sure your body is a little bit at a 45-degree angle so that when you step up, your glutes are going to be the main driver, okay? Stepping up, simultaneously doing that bicep curl, okay? And this will really activate your core as well. Okay, wall sits with shoulder press. So get up against a wall, get that 90 degrees in your thigh to shin, I guess, angle. And you got 10 to 12 shoulder presses from me, okay? Alright, sorry about the angle on this video, but you are grabbing a resistance band. Make sure this one is the heaviest resistance band that you have, because your back is typically the strongest or one of the strongest muscles in your body. So grab that resistance band, wrap it around a pole, and you're using those handles as kind of like, pretend it's like a little cable machine, a seated row. And you're just pulling those resistance bands toward your body, squeezing those elbows toward your side, and then squeezing your shoulder blades together. You should be feeling this movement in the middle of your back. And you have 20 reps. Alright, then we have kneeling push-ups. I think you know what to do with these, but make sure your arm is at a 45-degree angle. Your hands are stacked right underneath your shoulders, and you're squeezing that core. I don't want any hips sinking, okay? We want that flat back. You can also put your feet up in the air while you're kneeling. I think it's more comfortable to put my feet down. So regardless, you have 15 reps. Okay, so keep that resistance band wrapped around a pole, and you're holding that resistance band with your hand on top of the handle, okay? So I should be seeing the palm of your hand. And then you're bringing that wrist, driving that wrist to the sky, and I want your arm at a 45-degree angle out. Okay, so my body is also at a 45-degree angle. Can't really tell, but it's slightly bent over, and you're driving that arm up with that wrist. Think about where you want to feel this, okay? You want to feel this in the tops of our shoulders, okay? Tops and the sides. So 15 reps each side. Okay, then you're just going to switch angles a little bit. You're going to stand up nice and tall, and you're doing lateral raises. So notice how my hand is in front of my body. My elbow is slightly bent, and you're driving that resistance band up with your wrist, okay? And you want to feel this movement in the very side of your shoulder. So the very outside portion of your shoulder. You have 15 reps each side. Okay, we're ending with renegade rows. I have 10-pound dumbbells, but if you need something a little bit lighter, that's okay. You're getting into a high plank position, and then every rep, you're doing a bent over row basically. So bring that dumbbell up to your side, pinky towards the hip a little bit, target your lats. And then you kind of have to shift your weight to different feet, but you have 20 reps total. Whoop, whoop. On to set 2. Make sure you've rested 1 to 2 minutes before starting with this set. All right, so we have step ups with a bicep curl. Keep your foot planted on top of that box. And then as you're going down, I completely plant my other foot on the ground before I go back into my second rep. All right, dumbbells go down as your foot goes down. Dumbbells go up as you're driving your body up. 10 reps. Okay, then we have our wall sits to a shoulder press. Those legs at a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your core. Give me 12 reps if you can, 10 at the least. Okay, then we have our seated resistance band rows. So keep those elbows as close to your side as possible. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you're bringing the handles towards your body. And you have 20 reps. Okay, then we have our kneeling push-ups. Try to aim for 15 if you can. You only have 2 sets of this workout, so give it your all. Make sure your back is nice and flat and you're squeezing your core. Hands are stacked underneath the shoulders. All right, we have our Y raises. So make sure your body is bent over just a little bit. Knees are bent just a little bit for stability. Feet are shoulder width apart. And you're just working on bringing one arm out in front of your body, making your hand parallel to your back, I guess. Just bring that hand up as far as you can. That's going to work the top or anterior part of your shoulder. Drive with that wrist. And then you're going to stand up tall and take that resistance band out to the side. Keep that hand in front of you. Drive that wrist and elbow. So now I want you to focus on driving the elbow and the wrist up to the side. Don't do it too high to where you feel it in your traps and your neck, but just do it to where your arm is parallel to the ground. You have 15 reps each side. Okay, we're ending with 20 renegade rows. Make sure to really keep your core tight in this movement, otherwise you're going to be super off balance. But congratulations, you already finished one workout of the Elevate program. So you have one more and then you already did a whole week. So I will see you later this week for lower body.